need different colors. And it's like, again, I'm like, what am I going to do with the...
Hey, my chickadees. Welcome to the back 40. Oh, it's a mess up in here. A moss. You hear me? A big, blooming mess. And I just knew it was going to take me 15, 20 minutes to get live, and it didn't. Okay, we know the drill. Welcome to the back 40. This is the live stream. If you're catching the replay, thank you so much. If you're new, come on back. Introduce yourself and let us know who you are so we can get to know you. Now, this is, I know, drill away. This is an adult channel where we do adult crafting, which means we run with scissors. We have bad mouths and we just cut up sideways and just get crazy. So if you're not a legal age, you might want to hit that door, and on your way out, give me a like and go over to Crafty Witch 232. She's usually on. Matter of fact, she is. I saw her when I came on. She's on and she keeps it real clean over there, and that's her channel handler. Go on in there and say hey and tell her Juju sent you. Who knows, you just might like it. Now, y'all remember, don't do what I do, because I ain't right, and half time I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's play on my messy desk. Hey, Miss Beth. Hey, Glitter. Hey, Leonora. Hey, Carrie. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay tonight? I am open the book. This is the book I'm working on. I am tired tonight, y'all. I'm not going to stay on too terribly long because I'm tired. Boy, I tell you what, work just whooped my butt today. Just whooped it. This is that book that I was working on. You know, I'm doing one for the design team, and then I want me one. So I started making me one too. This is different. You know, I cannot make the same book twice. Just plumb tuckered out. You're right, Miss Beth. I cannot make the same book twice, even if it was similar line, and I wanted to. So I started making this one. I thought I wanted a hidden spine, but I nicked it. But that's okay. We can repair it and cover it up. Nobody will ever know. Okay. So I like the cover and everything. So on the inside, I just took my back. It would kind of come out real easy. I just put this on the inside, and she just stinking cute sitting on that couch, like, you know, she ready to leave home. And then as I was getting stuff together for that other one, I started pulling together my stuff, things I like. We've seen some of these. We've done some of these together on here this past week. So I thought, well, we need to put the signatures together. I got my coffee dyed paper all done. All I need to do is find out what I want to keep in here for a signature, because that's just too many. I mean, I like an alligator mouth and all, but that's just too much, I think. So we'll see, because I want to stick some crap in it, and I can't stick crap in it if I want to keep it that size. Right? Okay, so we'll see. If I cannot make my mind up, we might just have to cut this off right here. We might just have to cut the spine off and just build the spine and just make it a big old book. But I wanted to try to just kind of keep it, you know, that size. We'll see. I don't do too well with that business. Okay, let's see what we have here. This is the one that we was going through, and I just like them. I like my hello, and I like that. I have space to add stuff. Whoop, gotta hold that up there. I'm liking that. I want something to go in the center with the signature in the middle. So we need a middle signature for that one. Oops. Knocking over my thing I had using. This one, I like these papers. You're cleaning and pretending to be a housekeeper. Oh, I think you got it made. I think you got it made in the shade. I'm liking that. That may need to be a middle signature. Turn it this way with all them daisies. Turn it that way. That's cute. All right. Okay. I put that on my coffee dyed paper I did. I was looking for some coffee dyed paper, and I'm like, I'm supposed to have some more, but I just didn't have plain coffee dyed paper, so I had to go get me some. Let's see. I need a shorty. I got a shorty. Yeah, I got a shorty in there. Let me put this one in that because it needs some fancy stuff in that one, and that little bitty one in there. Then we got fancy stuff in here, and a small one, and we got that one. And then we have our penny paper. And then that one. Let me take that out. And then I just need this to go on the front for my Juju. And I like those colors falling behind. Y'all cannot see. I got to scoot up. I can't. You can always dye your paper. You love dyeing stuff. I like dyeing it too, making all kind of crubby stuff. I thought I just had some, but apparently I just hadn't dyed in a while. Just used it up. So I made me some more. Plus, when I dye my paper, it made hubby's eyeballs twitch. And that's just damn funny to me. So I like making his eyeballs twitch. Okay. So that one needs to be there. Let's see. This one has a signature. Oh my God, how I'm going to choose. Let's see. Can this go? That can go. These can go. This can go. That can go. That's okay. Yep, that's okay. That can be a little signature in here on something else. And that can be a middle signature. And these can go in the next journal. There we go. I think I just solved my problem. Well, half my problem. I still got 3 signatures. Oh, look at that. We're going to turn this around. I'm going to let that be the middle signature because we can finish it up with that collagen. So that's okay. All right. So that one's okay. I think that's good to go. And then this one, does it have a middle signature? No. So we will put the daisies. Does the daisies look good in that one? No. I don't like the daisies in that one. I think I like the daisies in this one. Yeah, I got to get that covered up. I wind up showing that address. I don't want to do that. See, the problem is this signature. Oh, wait, what did I do? Hold up. Here we go. All right, that's a signature. And this is a signature. And we're going to put this paper here and flip this one around here because it's a frame and we can do stuff with frames because, it's going to be a little silly. Okay, I think I got it. Woo! All right, let's see how big it is. Okay. Oh, it's sitting pretty gator mouthed. Oh, let me take this out. Like, that helped a lot. I ain't even decorated and it's sitting like that. Okay, well, our solution. A normal person. Hey, Queenie. Hey, Colleen. Who else? Hey, Brenda. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sweet D. Hey, Pam. Let's see who else I missed. Because I was paying attention. This didn't even look up. Oh, I think that's it. I like making messes too, Glitter, but hubby doesn't like me making messes. Okay. Normal person would say, I think we need to cut the size of these signatures down, take some of this bulk out, use it for another day. That's what a normal person would say. Me, I say, let's cut this baby. It's okay. It will be all right. I won't, let's just cut it. We can build a spine a heck of a lot faster than we can make a decision on what we're getting rid of. Because this is some bulky stuff and it's only going to get bulkier. So we need a big spine. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this baby. I don't know, Teresa. It's sure the heck with me. If I ever get to saying I'm normal, y'all go on and call the people in the white jackets. Because you know what they say. Now, let me see. I better cut from this side. And we can go and cut this right here. Because that's okay. We got that. And then I'm just going to go on and cut this part right here because that's where I cut it originally. And I did good. And okay, so that is the front with the suitcase. That is the back with the woman. Because when you open it up, you got the little girl sitting on the thing with the suitcase, and all you see is a woman's leg. Woohoo, leg. Then you flip over to the back, and there's the woman sitting. And when you look like this, you see the whole thing. Cool beans. Now we got to build the spine. I can save this, see, and put this, clean it up a little bit because I jacked it up sideways. Or we could always reprint this picture, but who wants to do the easy way? We could put that down, use this as a template. Because we really don't need but this big of a spine. So we could use this piece as a template to sew the signatures to and glue it on the hidden spine. So it will be like that. Cover it up. So at any point you see the back, you'll see part of what looks like this. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's the plan, Stan. Don't know if it's going to work, but that's the plan. Okay, so let's put this here, set this over here. That's going to be the last thing I do because I just don't know how big I want my spine yet. I ain't going to lie. It might be a 5-incher. Who knows? Who knows? I say let's have fun and decorate it. Let's start from the back. I kind of decorated as I went along. Let's decorate it. I know that Diane does that. And she talks about me and stuff. But it's her. Was I? I didn't read that text. Girl. Oh, I didn't read the other text about the doctor's appointment tomorrow either. I'm glad I looked to see for your text. All right. Juju so bad. She needs to get that planner and get to using it. Okay, so we have our first page there. Then we open it up. We have that sweet little person. And I have a little keepsake I want to put in here. And I don't want to do nothing to my keepsake. Nothing at all. I don't want to mess my keepsake up. So I'm just going to put my keepsake right there. That's going to be that page. And then see, I can always journal on there. And then we go here. This is just plain as plain can be. We got this little flippity-doo. Now, when you have these little flippity-doos, you can glue them to that paper there and have your little tuck spot or something, but that's too easy. Okay, we got all this stuff we've been making. Let's see if we can't use some of it. That's a good keepsake there. Let's see. Something. Let's see. I think that's going to be too. Oh, that is cool there. Let's see. And those will be cool for the little flippity-doos. What else we got in here that we done made together that's not too thick or cattywampus or that could be a writing board. Oh, that's a pocket with these. That's some dolly. Good God Almighty, we've done some stuff up in here together. Okay, those are pockets. Oh, there's Elvis. He's got to go in there. There's a little puppy dog. He's got to go in there. We can use that card. Oh, let's get one of these from here. That blue would be pretty with that. Okay. All right, let's look at that. Let's see what we can do with this. What y'all feeling like? I did. Well, I figured it was going to take me 15 minutes to get on like it did the last time I tried to get on. Oh, no. Didn't take 2 seconds. I'm like, really? YouTube will not let you plan anything. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. I like this. It's bright and cheerful. Look, it's so bright and cheerful. Then I also like this, but I think this one is going to be too big, but that's okay because we can cut it down. Yeah, we can. We can do it this way here and slide this one in there. And then we can take this one around there and put that one there. That'll be like one of those little envelopes. If it sticks out here on the side, we can just cut that bad boy down. No problem. So let's see. And we're going to have to cut it down. But I like my stuff sticking all out in my journals. And why I changed now, I try to make it look all pretty. I am not Dana. So, pretty is not in my forte. We have this one. And I think it's pretty. So, there's a couple things we can do with this one. See, I told you it's going to be a chunky junkie. I just can't help it. I love them like that. It makes my heart sing. I'm not messing with that. We could just glue this down. We could glue it down like this. On this side. What if we take this one out? And we could put this one in. Voila. We can slide this around. Oh, there. Because that's the other side. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Okay. We got that. Okay. We're going to glue this down so I can't change my freaking ever-loving mind. Okay. So we've got that one. It flips open. We've got this here. That's the top of this one. So this one here needs to go like this. And we're not going to lose that. We're going to flip that up. So we're going to take this out here. And we're going to cut it just like that. Okay. And then when this slides in here and that goes back behind there. You have finally cooled down. Girl, I thought you was going to have your own personal summer with them dicky dogs you had going on. I was like, she fixing to drip sweat everywhere, bless her heart. Messy edges are chaos to you. No. I got enough chaos, but see, I can control this chaos, or I think I can. All right, and then this one, see, I want it to go here so it won't interfere. But I don't want to go over there with that one. See, I don't want to roll this around because I don't want that color mixing with that color because I don't know why. I just don't. So then I'm going to take it just at a slight angle and cut it. Now, this is where Pam is having a heart attack. Because, it's cattywampus. It ain't even right. But you know what? I'm okay with that. You may not be, but I is. I is quite okay with it. There we go. Got that? That's good. That's good. I'm liking that. Now this is going to go down here. And I need that bone folder. And see now, that's what I get. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of pretty. And I was making fun of Miss Cindy. And guess what I'm having right now? A freaking hot flash. Of course, I know what mine is. Mine ain't got to do with hormones. Well, it probably does too. But it was all that McDonald's I ate. And then, hubby probably wished it on me because I didn't bring none of them McDonald's home. I mean, it was almost 9 o'clock at night. I figured they done had supper. I'm the only one that had ate since breakfast, so I went by and loaded up on some McDonald's. And my sugar is like, have you lost your ever-loving mind? And I'm like, yep. Okay. Now, that is free. It doesn't interfere. And look, Bonnie, it's not sticking out anymore. Aren't you happy? Folded over, no wonky edges. I don't know how I feel about that. I was kind of looking forward to some wonky edges. I got my little thing here. I can put my picture in. That's pretty good. Now, I got a picture in here of a sassy woman. I guess I done used it. Oh, man. I guess so. It was right here on top, but it's gone now. I believe I put it in that other journal that I was been working on. Put it down here, make sure. Okay, wait. It is what it is. We just gonna move on. I'm gonna get one of these. I forgot who I bought that from. I think Dana or Miss Cindy, one of them. I don't remember who it was. But we're gonna put this here. See, that goes right behind that. It'll go right in there, and it's real lightweight. And make sure it's just one, not two. This is some good music paper. Hurts my soul to use that, but it'll be okay. Yep. Yep. So I got to see. I'm gonna have to give it a straight edge. Like that right there. That's so cute. Okay. And I'm okay with using some glue stick up in there. I got to go to Wally World. Hey, Colleen. Uh-oh, I forgot to look. Hey, Di. You hate that clown? I mean, that crown. Y'all, Ella may be dropping in, so if she drops in, y'all give her a warm welcome. She tried to drop in last night, and I was off. So she asked me today, so. Did I say hey to Turtle? If I didn't, hey, Susan. Tell them, Juju, you're an artist. That's right. I'm an artist. I am a self-proclaimed poet. Is it Juju's turn to be cranky pants? No, I'm tired. That might be what you're hearing in my voice, but I'm not cranky. I think I got everybody. If I ain't said hello to you, wave at me, throw a, finger up or something. Oh yeah, I'm not a professional artist, but I am an artist. That's how I distinguish that. My sister's a professional artist. She's has schooling and degrees and that kind of stuff. I don't have that. And my sister is the best artist in the whole entire world. Okay. Now, well, that was stupid, Juju. You sure was, girl. You need to fix that crap. Okay. Now, on the outside, I saw a little bitty person. And I thought it was sitting down, and I thought, yeah, they are. Wouldn't that be so funny? And he's got his legs propped up, and look, they fit perfectly on there. Just perfect. Meant to be right there. Yes, they were. Make sure there's no little holes that didn't come out. Oh, wow. Who had straight pants? I slept all afternoon. And you barely woke up. Oh, God. Glitter's wanting to tackle somebody. I watch her. That's a little pre-thing happening there with that glue, but we ain't going to talk about that. That just didn't sound right. And that's a gob and a half of freaking glue. I don't need all that glue. Let's fix that. This right here side stuck up and wouldn't glue down. So I'm going to shove these people on it and wipe that glue off. And then I'm going to go this side, shove that person up under there and wipe that glue off. And then I'm going to take this right here and put me one of these little clippies on it. Ta-da! Problem solved. Then I'm going to take this one. Oh, man. Somebody look. How long I've been on? 28 minutes and 35 seconds. I was going to turn a new leaf over. Cleaned up my little spot here. Got all the ink off of it. You notice I've been trying to craft real clean. 28 minutes is all I lasted before I started sticking my fingers and stuff that it didn't belong. 28 minutes. That's got to be a new record. It's got to be a new record. Why do you want to change the way your joy you? That's not right. Oh, I just want to see how long I can last. I want it to see if I could be a clean crafter. I lasted 28 minutes. That's a new record. 28 minutes. That's got to be a record. Okay, so now I've got that. There we go. Hot diggity diggum. That's all I need for that. We can stick something inside of that. What about our little keepsake? Would that fit in there? My little Texas. I think my Texas is too big and won't fit in there. Yeah, it won't fit. I won't be able to get it in and out if I put Texas in there because Texas is too damn big. So it's going to fit down like that on the page. It flips open. Oh no, I can get Texas out. Yeah, I can get Texas out. Texas can go in there. See, I even got the flag. Okay, so now on that page, I just want to glue this down. And I'm okay with using this glue stick because if it pops up, I just glue the crap back down or, find something to stick on it. It will be okay. All right, let's move this over. Oh, this is not a tutorial, by the way. I keep forgetting to try to tell y'all what I'm doing. But I'm making a flippy dookie floppy woppy thingy bobby. I'm putting this, and I don't want to make no tuck spot with this. I want it to help reinforce that. And I should have brought that down a little bit so it wouldn't be there, but that's okay. That's crap. That's okay. See, that's why you don't have nails. My God, that's why you don't do nails. Okay, so we got that. This needs to go down some. I think what I need to do, but I want to have that as a secret spot. And I still think it'll be okay. We're going to come back because I think I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to glue these sides down and I'll have a tuck there and a tuck there. Because I don't like the tucks on the side. That never works. If I tuck anything from the side, I like it from this side because I struggle too much. And I ain't dainty. And I always tear stuff when I try to get it, from the inside the book. It just don't work. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this right here like this right here. Get it, cat. I should use my pretty things because that cattywampus don't look too cattywampus. I put my favorite scissors right up here. Oh, look, Cindy, I got my polka dots on tonight. No, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Oh, Lord. Guess we're going to have to go with the orange because it looks like those are the only two I held. And I ain't digging way back there for them. I had a purple pair. I guess so we'll just use them. Forgot what color, what that looks like. We're just gonna find out, huh? Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, and I'm thinking I want to do. I think I'm gonna glue it down so it'll be a tuck there and a tuck here. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do because I can do a hidey note up in there. You know how I like my hidey notes. Oh, can y'all hear me okay? Because A, I'm standing up. B, the mic is jacked way up in the air. And I think I went on to something or another. OBS. I went on to OBS and, and StreamYard. And they always screw my mic up when I try to come back on YouTube. YouTube is like, you cheated on me. I'll show you, heifer. I'm like, but Daddy, YouTube. just a little bit that left. That's not dry. I need a dry one, but hubby ran out of his paper towels. So what does he do? He comes up in here and takes mine. Are you in YouTube jail? Did they put you in jail? You just hit that little create button, hit that little live button, and bam, there you are. You have to fill out those little things and check that little box. Did you check that little box and fill out them little things? All right, there we go. Oh, that's stinking cute now. Look, that changed that whole page. And that's plenty of stuff to stick in, stick on, glue down, write, do whatever I want to do. All right, I got to put this in here, and I like it. Uh-oh, did I glue that up there? All right, and then I have to put this down in there. That's got that all decorated. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, peaches. Oh, that is so peachily wonderful. Yes, it is. Okay, now, I pulled up my Juju sign. Let's stick it right there. Okay, we got Elvis, and this was supposed to be a pocket. I can't remember how many pockets we make this. Just one? Yeah. He's supposed to be a pocket, but Elvis the pelvis is just too big, no matter which way I put him. If I put him that way, I kind of like that color sticking up through there, though. Let's see. Where's the book? Okay, I'm liking that. I know Bonnie don't, but I'm liking that. And if we put the sides down, I could do a thing there with a little clippy thing that hangs out. I like that. Okay, we're going to do that. I know she don't like it, but you know, tough titty, said the kitty. Oh, I can't do that because close up my envelope and I want that pocket. Oh, but we can do it this way. It doesn't say which way the hunk of burning love has to be now, does it? No, it don't. We can always find something else to color that with. And when you look out from the back, you'll see that one. Let's look at the back of the book. Let's look at it from the back. See? Yeah, that'll be good. Then I'll have a little sticky tag poking out of a little tag copper thing on it. Oh, yeah, yes. And look, I even like it with the crazy stuff going down here. You know, psychedelic. Maybe he dropped a little shrooms or something. Acid. You don't know. He did a lot of stuff. Oh, bless his heart. He party hardy. See, did. And when you look like Elvis, you can party whenever you want to party. You know what I'm saying? Call me mama. Y'all know he could say that's all right, mama, to you. You know he could. You'd be like, yeah, baby. Call me your mama. Come here. I'll birth you. I know that's what y'all saying. I hear you, Di. I hear you. Don't care what your personal opinion is for Elvis. Looking good is looking good. Ain't that right? Teresa's gonna come clean. Somebody's hiring Teresa to come clean my stuff up. Just not my mouth or my mind, but you know my craft room. Hey. He's dead. You don't want him coming up in there. Well, you know what I mean. He's, you know, that boy's got to be his son. Anyway, there's that boy that looks like him. I ain't say it had to be the real Elvis. Although for my birthday one year, many years ago, they took me to Memphis and I ate the Thai restaurant, and the Thai restaurant dude came and sang to me. And he had an Elvis costume on. He did not look like Elvis. I'm thinking, well, we know Elvis wasn't your daddy. Let's put this down since it's on the side. I got just a little tip up here, so did not get that on. And I cannot be messing up Elvis. Okay. All right. There we go. And who knows, when I get to the point of sliding that tag in, I may wind up trimming some of that off just to right here because it's lines. I don't like straight lines, so I may just get rid of that and have one straight line and have it the same size as this. Don't know. We'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Okay, so now we're back here to this. Oh, y'all, that's Nesbitt. I love me some Nesbitt. I need to print me some more Nesbitts out and use him. Okay, now that is over the top there. That's from Vicky's. We could do a flippy-do there. See, we just flip it up. We can put it right there, put it there, and it can just flip up. We could do what we want to there, and it's cute. And it goes with that. We're not going to talk about the fact. Are you able to go to project online to dig us up some? Oh, no, I wasn't. But you know, I got that Grim Reaper kind of stuff, whatever, them Brother Grimms or whatever we still haven't finished. We can do one of them tonight. Maybe that'll make me sleepy. Somebody start thinking about a number. Pam's in here, don't look. That's how you do it. You know they're not even halfway. You know, don't even. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It really is okay. I bet you it is. And I bet you there are all sorts of Elvises too, and all his different stages of his career and his little growth there. I guess we could call it that, couldn't we? That's a polite way of saying it, I reckon. His little growth. You know, at one time there, Elvis kind of looked like a little bubble for a second. He couldn't help it. You know, them drugs just had him just blown up. Okay, thank you, sweetie. All right, so now we've got that. And see, I could do Miss Vicky good and proud, and I could had some tea-dyed paper up here, but you know, we're not going. I ain't gonna do her too proud. She just had to forgive me. However, I can put this down just because. Just, you know, why not? Why not? That looks cute right there. Don't look, Pam. Oh, look, that's already jaggedy. Already done for me. Wait, I like that side. What side do I like better? No, I like this side better. Okay. I'm going to decide and slap it down, not overthink it, and see how it turns out. What y'all say? What do y'all say about that there? Oh, my nose is itching. Somebody's in my business. Oh, wait, wrong way. There we go. Is it too late? Is it too late, y'all? Is it too late? It's all right, Mama. Okay. Yeah. Oh, y'all, I told Bonnie earlier. I heard from my baby yesterday. Yay. Hey, Debs. I heard from my baby yesterday. So he taped out, and which means he gets to come back over there close to Bonnie. And he's supposed to come back this week. He's either going to ship out tomorrow and go back there, because they do it every Tuesday, he said. So if he don't make it tomorrow, then he has to wait a week and ship. I was at work, and I took the file things and did this with the file folders and cut my finger right there. You talking about hurting. So hopefully he'll get the ship out and come back and be there Wednesday. But I guess we'll see. He'll be there this week or next week. So anyway, I'm happy for that. And then we have this thingy Bobby. I kind of like that. That's just too much. No, I don't like that together. We're going to come back and stamp with that or emboss that. We're going to come back and do something to that. Let's just move on. I'm okay with this because that's right and doing some stuff. I am not okay with this. Okay. I like that paper right. And this paper I don't care too much about. And no, I ain't cutting Dolly. I mean, I'm cray-cray, but I ain't that cray-cray. I'll cut her head. That's the same element, but I just don't give a crap. Okay. This is nothing but, we made this together, don't y'all remember? It's just a junk envelope that I Mod Podged an envelope onto, and I covered the top of it with a washi tape. The sides are folded in to make a little gusset pocket. What the hello was that? That was a big something other, y'all. The flu. Okay. If it lands on me, I shall scream and run. I'm just telling y'all, okay? So if you hear me scream and run, that means that bug that just flew across here flew back and landed on me. It will be okay. I will not get in camera shot because if it gets on me, I may wind up naked. But just realize that that's what happened. I'm okay. Maybe. The bug, probably not. I don't think it will make it through it. Okay. I don't know what that was. Crickets don't fly like that. I don't know what that bug was. But the kids, they've been running in and out the house. And I got all the lights on because it is dark here today. Of course, Chris went to the bedroom. A spider. Oh, no, it wasn't a spider. He went to the bedroom, and on his way to the bedroom, he subconsciously, or maybe consciously, if you ask him, he didn't realize he'd done it. But, I think that's a different story. Anyway, cut off the light. And I need that light. And he cut it off. So it's a little dark over there. I may need to get up so that bug will want to go over there. I'm not trying to get to this big shop light I got on. You know, it may not be. Uh-oh. Okay. It may not be the lighting situation. It may be my eyeballs. Because, you know, I did have all that McDonald's. Whew. McDonald's is not good for your blood sugar. Okay, look at that. We got that pocket all down. That's cute. And look at that little collage cluster. We can just cover that whole ugly page up. I think I want to cut it down, though. I like, well... I like this one. We just kind of need to chop it off a little bit. I want the bottom to show through. I think I just kind of need to chop it off a little bit. Let's chop that off. I like that. And I just don't like this here at all. Let's just get rid of that. All right. So that's going to look like that. I'm liking that. I'm not liking that at all. Can I take that off? Oh, cute nanny dog. Okay. Take it over to that side. Let me take this over. Okay, I'm freaking out every time I hear something now. What is that? That's plastic. I don't know what junk mail I used to make that. Oh, that needs to go here and cover that up. Yep. There we go. Put a stamp right there, will be good. That's how it's going down. That's how it's going down. I don't know. I don't know. Marty probably at a sale. Marty show up and leave and go to the sale. And I don't know where Cindy is. And Lindy, she normally don't come in. Maybe toward the end. And Cindy was here, so. Oh. Oh, it's okay. Ain't the kid still going, y'all? I mean, I figured she would go till the cows came home. She was a little tired, though. I think, I don't want to fold that over. I just don't like that purple with that. Okay, I think this calls for, because because it is something I like. So Betty White has the purple. Now if I want me a Betty White one. Mama Bush. What Mama Bush have on? Barbara. Where are you at, Barbara? Oh, well, now. I think I'm going to put me a Barbara on there. There we go. That kind of settles that down a little bit. You know, Barbara makes everything better. Hush, Bonnie. Hush. Oh, she ended? Oh, okay. Hey, Riri. I imagine she was peaked. Is Brenda being ugly? Okay, there we go. There. That kind of calms that down a little bit. Let's see, that's going to go right there. Let me see if I can make that. Oh, yeah. That looks dirty. That don't look. Yeah, that's better. I don't know how I feel about the corners. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, I kind of like that down there. I'm going to leave it. Stop thinking. This is a don't think situation. You've gotten yourself addicted to the stories of Val or what? And the legends on YouTube were stories by AI. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. Dad was done about 40 minutes ago. I don't know. I left there because I was wanting to buy something else. I just don't need to buy nothing else. You know, I'm getting a Happy Meal for Bonnie. You know, I gotta space these packages out. Because hubby's eyeball is going to be popping out his head. And he's going to need him some medication. And I'm going to have to deal with him. But I'm going to need me some medication. And I can't take no medication. And it just wouldn't be a good situation. Because, you know, craft supplies would win. Shh. Ma'am, what happened? It was him with the craft supplies, Your Honor. Don't look, Mama. I've accosted you. Okay. Hot diggity. Hot diggity. I'm like it. I love it. I probably want some more of it. All right. And then let's see. Nope. Some of that just don't go. None of that right there goes. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at right there. That was when we did that jelly printing and pulling out that stuff and doing that snippet roll situation. And I'm liking that. Oh God, I need help. I am never, ever, ever, ever gonna make another correct junk journal again. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I need on this right here? Some Stella. I do. I need some Stella. Whoop, that's a big hunk. Close your eyes. Don't look now, Margaret. Make sure he don't have any on his face or the little butterfly's face. Okay. And there we go. That's so pretty. Now we'll come back and do the finishing touches on this one. That signature be done. We're going to round the corners. We're going to put a button. I want a button and a little wax seal. And then I want a little bit of lacy, a little bit of trim, and it'll be all done. But I'll wait, till that goes into the journal to get that part done. What time is it? How long I've been going? I've been going an hour. Okay. All right. Let's look at this. Oh, my little angel. She's so pretty. I think I got that from Miss Deb, didn't I? Remember where I got my angel from. She's a pretty angel. Boy, she's so pretty. Almost through. That has to catch more light because that's the back side of the angel you see. And the angel you see, they let off light like that. You are very OCD about. We're not going to talk. Okay. Stella is not glitter. Let's get that straight right now. It's not glitter. No. You cannot make me believe that. You cannot. No, you cannot. I'm not listening to you. I'm not. No. Care what you say. It's not glitter. It's not. I'm having to mop this up. Oh, you gave me a recommendation. What was that? What recommendation did you give me? Let me see. Let me go back and look. To the nut house? What? Make the she shed a hit. That way he'll be happy. Yeah. Well, I done told him that all he's got to do is just go get him one of them them little sheds, them little tiny house sheds, and get it 90% completed, stick it out there on the corner of the lot right back there at the back, and easy access to the road, in and out. He can get him one with a porch. He's got a cell phone, so if he ever wants to say anything to me, he can call me. Well, he's going to pay for us. What I care. All right. Okay. So, but anyway. He said yes, he was going to do that. That's what he was going to do. Yep. Ain't done it yet. Okay. So, I think we're going to put this up and get us a book to read. Because look, there's a little hidey ho back there. After it dries, I'm going to put it on there. So it'll be a little hidey ho. I like hidey hos. Well, we're going to do some flip outs. We're going to do some funny stuff, fun stuff on this one here. I may even take this out and sew around it. She needs some good stuff there. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I got to cut her. Let's go on and do that before I forget. All right, let's set this here because I want that to dry. Oh, excuse me, Bert. Okay, these things here, my sissy gave these to me. She bought them. No, I don't know. I don't know if she bought it, whatever. But anyway, she gave it to me. They're the best things. When you do the teeth and stuff, because look, it's pushy. It's that nail art thing in the lobby. They're probably at the Dollar Tree. Best ones. And look, see the pink. Okay. I don't think Sissy realizes that I have now went to blue. Okay, we're fixing to perform surgery. This is not an ideal situation. Please do not attempt this at home. I am not a surgeon. I did spend like the Holiday Inn one time. I'm being careful because she's so cute. I don't want to mess her up. And then I want to take it down on her collarbone because right above her shirt here. There we go. Because I don't want to do a throat. Yay. There we go. Okay. Because this is a library pocket that came off of the book. Let's do this one. There we go. Okay. We blended that real nicely, didn't we? Look, it just cleans off real good. All right. All right, we flip out. Did not go through. Yay, Juju. All right. Okay. All right, that's enough for tonight. Somebody give me a page number. Hey, Dawn. Marty in the house. Yeah. She just ate the bag. Diane leaving. Who's leaving? Somebody leaving. Nobody's leaving. 7234. Okay, we'll move on. All right, put that up there. I'm almost through with that book. I'm feeling mighty fine about that. And I got flowers that we're going to have to dye and stuff and put on the outside. That don't look right. Okay. Look at that. Oh my bejeebus. I got everything all fixed right back up, covered up, and looking good. Looking good. All right. Now. 7434. Let's see. I got the posters over here to write the notices about the estate sale and stick them up in the town over from us and here in town and stuff so people know where the place is. I came home. Fat Daddy said knock the box over, and he's just laying his little butt right on top of them like he owns them. Like he owns them. All right, 72. I think we read 72, didn't we? Oh, the Maiden Without Hands. Okay, I got to read that one. That's what it says. The Maiden Without Hands. Not the maiden, not that word, but like the young lady. The maiden, the maiden. Not the bad word. Not the bad word. Let's see what it is. And I don't have anything to drink over here at all. Everybody get good and comfortable. And let's see what this Maiden Without the Hands do. She's on page 205. These brothers, I tell you what, these brothers really needed a psychiatrist. Okay, I don't know how in the toot nanny back in the day they got away with this, but they did. Okay. A miller who had gradually become very poor had nothing left but his mill and a large apple tree behind it. One day when he went into the forest to gather the wood, an old man whom he had never seen before came toward him and said, "Why do you take the trouble to cut down wood? I will give you great riches if you will promise to let me have what stands behind your mill." Well, that can be no other than my apple tree, thought the miller. I propose nothing else. I don't own a thing, just that old apple tree. So he said to the old man, "Yeah, I'll let you have it." Then the strangest smile, very wickedly like, came across the old man's face. Yeah. Vicky. Night down, night tater. Oh my God, where was I? Was you? All right, let's see. Yes, I will let you have it. Then the strangest evil smile came across his face. He says, in 3 years, I will come again to claim what belongs to me. After saying this, he departed, just flat disappeared. That right there should have told that miller he was in trouble. But as soon as the miller returned home, his wife came toward him and said, Miller, from hence have all these riches come so suddenly to our house. I mean, just how to get here. We was dirt poor 2 seconds ago. All at once, every drawer and every chest had become full of gold. No one brought it here, she said, and I know not where it came from, and it's freaking me out. Oh, he replied, calm yourself, wife. I know all about it. A strange man whom I have never met in the woods promised me great treasures if I would make over to him what stood behind the mill. I knew I had nothing there but that old apple tree, so I gave it to him, and I gave him my promise. Oh, husband, said the wife in alarm, that must have been the wizard. He did not mean the apple tree, but our daughter. She wanted to say, you stupid man, who was behind the mill sweeping out the court. Good God. See, even the woman who wasn't there knew what the hell was going on. Dumb man. The miller's daughter was as modest and a beautiful maiden that your eyes had ever seen. And she lived in innocence and obeyed her parents for 3 years until the day came on which that old wicked wizard was there to claim her. Yep, he come to fetch his bride, he did. She knew he was coming, and after watching till she was pure and clean as the driven snow, why, she just washed right on up for him. Yes, she did. Whoo, she could just tell he was coming. She drew a circle of white chalk and stood within it. Uh-oh, this not going to turn out good. She should have said, here, hold my beer. The wizard made his appearance very early, but he did not dare to venture over to the white circle. Therefore, he could not get near her. In great anger, he said to the miller, take away every drop of water that she may not wash, otherwise I shall have no power over her. Well, the frightened miller did as he was told. But on the next morning, when that wizard came again, her hands were as pure and clean as the driven snow. He couldn't do nothing. I ain't sure why, but he couldn't. She wept all over them, and on this account the wizard was still unable to approach her. So he flew into a rage again. Chop off her hands, otherwise I cannot touch her. Good God Almighty, don't tell me. The title already did. Then the miller was so terrified and exclaimed, how can I cut off the hands of my very own child? Thank God he had some kind of sense. Then the wicked wizard threatened him and said, "If you will not do as I desire, then I can claim you instead of your daughter and carry you off." Well, okay. Father listened in agony. Oh, no, he chose himself, bless his soul. And as his frightful, he promised to obey. He went to his daughter and said to her, oh my child, unless I cut off your two hands, the wizard would take me away with him, and in my anguish I have promised. Help me in my trouble and forgive me." "Oh, dear father," she replied, "bless your heart. Do with me what you will. I am your child," she said. All right, I wouldn't have made it back in them days. All right, thereupon she placed her hands on the table before him, and he cut them off. Floop. The wizard came the next day for the third time, but the poor girl had wept so bitterly over the stumps of her arms that they were as clean and as white as ever. Then he was obliged to give away, for he had lost all rights to the maiden. Good God Almighty. As soon as the wizard had disappeared, the miller said, "My child, I have obtained so much good through your conduct that for your whole lifetime I shall hold you most precious and dear." "But I cannot stay here, father," she replied. "I am not safe. Let me go away with people who will give me the sympathy I need so much," because apparently you don't. "I fear such people are very seldom to be found in this world," said her father. However, he let her go. He should. So she tied up her mangled arms and went forth on her way at the sunrise. At least she went into the sunrise and not the sunset. For a whole day she traveled without food. Bless her heart. No hands and no food, and had to walk all that distance. Lord, have mercy on her. As midnight came on, she found herself near one of the royal gardens. By the light of the moon, she could see many trees laden with beautiful fruit. You know she was hungry. But she could not reach them because the place was surrounded by a moat full of water. She had not been without a morsel to eat the whole day, and her hunger was so great that she could not help crying out. I would have cried too, wouldn't have you? I mean, really, and it wasn't even a party. Oh, if I was only able to get some of that delicious fruit. I shall die unless I can obtain something to eat very soon. Then she knelt down and prayed for help. That's right, baby. Turn to Jesus. And while she prayed, oh Lord, a garden gnome appeared. Hold on, let me see what he said. Hold up. Okay, hold on. I ain't gonna make it. Oh God, my eyes watering so bad I can't see the pages. Okay, hold on. And made it a channel in the water so that she was able to pass through on dry ground. When she entered the garden, The gnome was with her, although she did not know it, as she walked to a tree full of beautiful pears, not knowing that they had been counted. Oh, they counted the pears on the tree. Uh-oh. Being unable to pluck any without hands, she went quite close to the tree and ate one with her mouth as it hung down. With her teeth, she dug in. One and no more, just to stay her hunger. While the gardener, who saw her with the gnome standing near her, thought it was a spirit and was too frightened to move or speak. After having satisfied her hunger, the maiden went and laid herself down among the shrubs and slept in peace. Well, on the following morning, the king, to whom the garden belonged, came out to look at his fruit trees. And when he reached the pear tree and counted the pears, he found one missing. Well, at first he thought it had fallen, but it was not under the tree. So he went to the gardener and asked, "What had become of my pear?" Then said the gardener, "Oh, king, let me tell you. There was a ghost, you see, in the garden last night. It had no hands, and it ate a pear off the tree with its mouth." "How could the ghost get across the water?" said the king. Like a ghost can't. Okay. "What became of it after eating the pear?" To this the gardener replied, "Well, one came first in snow-white robes from heaven, you see, and made a channel and stopped the flow of the water so the ghost, you see, could just walk right on dry ground. It must have been an angel, a little short angel, but an angel," continued the gardener. "And therefore I was afraid to ask questions or call out. As soon as the specter had vanished after eating the pear, it just went away. Just went away." Then the king said, "Conceal from everyone what you have told me, young man, and I will watch myself tonight." Oh, the king's brave, y'all. As soon as it was dark, the king came into the garden and brought a priest with him. Oh, he was going to pray to Jesus in it, y'all. Whew. See, the priest was going to address the ghost, and they both seated themselves up under a tree, with the gardener standing near them, just to wait in silence, because he sure wasn't going to say or do nothing. After midnight, the maiden creeped out from where she had been sleeping in the bushes and went to the pear tree, and the three watchers saw her eat a pear from the tree without picking it, while an angel stood near her in some white garments and a funny little hat. Oh, then the priest went toward her and said, "Art thou come from heaven or earth? Art thou a spirit or a human being?" The maiden answered, "Ah, me? I am no ghost, only a poor creature, forsaken by everyone but God." Then said the king, "You may be forsaken by all the world, but if you will let me be your friend, I will never forsake you." Well, the maiden just liked that opinion, and she liked the way the king looked, so she just said, "Yeah, sure." So she was taken to the king's castle, and she was so beautiful and modest that the king learned to love her with all of his heart. He had silver hands made for. And very soon after they were married, with great prompt, of course, because the king, it had to be all done right and everything. About a year after, the king had to go to battle, and he placed his young wife under the care of his mother, who promised to be very kind to her and to right him. Oh, Lord, we know how this is going to go. Mm-mm-mm. Not long after being with the queen, had a son, a little boy. And the king's mother wrote a letter to him immediately so that he might have the earliest intelligence and sent it by the messenger. The messenger, however, after traveling a long way, became tired and sat down to rest by a brook. And when he soon fell asleep, then came the wizard. Oh no, that wizard again. Mm-mm. How long is this story? Oh, one more page, thank the Lord. Soon came the wizard, who was always trying to injure the good queen. Because, he was mad that he couldn't get her. Jealousy. He took away the letter from the sleeping messenger and replaced it by another, in which it was stated that the little child was a changeling. Uh-oh. Knowing nothing of the change, the messenger carried his letter to the king, who, when he read it, was terribly distressed and troubled. However, he wrote in a reply to say that the queen was to have every attention and care until his return. The wicked wizard again watched for the messenger, and while he slept, he exchanged the king's kind letter for another one, which written to the king's mother, and ordered her to kill both the queen and the child. The old mother was quite terrified when she read this letter, for she could not believe the king meant her to do anything so dreadful. She wrote again to the king, but there was no answer, for the wicked wizard always interpreted the messenger and sent false letters. The last was worse than all of them, and it stated that instead of killing the mother and the child, they were to cut out the tongues of the changeling and put out the mother's eyes. But the king's mother was too good to attend to those dreadful orders. So she said to the queen, while her eyes stained with tears, "I cannot kill you both. The king desired me to do so, and I must not let you remain here any longer. Go now. Go into the world with your child and live, my girl." And then she binded the boy in his mother's back, and the poor woman departed, weeping as she went. Blessed. After walking for some time, she reached a dense forest and knew not which road to take. So she knelt down and she prayed to Jesus for help again. That's what you do, baby. And she rose from her knees, and she saw a light shining from the window of a little old cottage. Might be that gnome. Which hung a small sign with these words: "Everyone who dwelleth here is safe." Out of the cottage stepped a maiden dressed in snowy garments and said, "Welcome, queen wife," and led her in. Then she unfastened the baby from the mother's back and rushed him to her arms till he slept so peacefully that she laid him on the bed in another room and came back to his mother. The poor woman looked as if she was about to just fall over. How did you know I was a queen? The white maiden replied, I am a good gnome fairy, sent to take care of you and your child. Did y'all know there was gnome fairies? Okay. So she remained in the cottage for many years and was very happy. And she was so good that her hands, which had been cut off, were allowed to grow again. And the little boy became her great comfort. Not long after she had been sent away from the castle, the king returned and immediately asked to see his wife and child. Then his old mother began to weep and cry hysterically. You wicked man, how can you ask me for your wife and child when you wrote to me and said such dreadful letters in them and told me to kill them and pop the eyes out and the tongue out, and you just couldn't make your mind up? And what in the world would you want to do something to such innocent beings anyway? Well, the king in distress could not believe it and asked her what she meant. So she showed him the letters that she had received when she exchanged it. The king began to weep so bitterly for his wife and child that the old woman pitied him and said, Do not be unhappy, my baby. I could not kill them, for your wife and child are gone into the wide world, never to come back, of fear of your anger. Then said the king, I will go to the ends of the earth to find them, for that's how much I love them. I would neither eat nor drink till I find my dear wife, even if I should die of hunger. Well, now, there you go. That's what I'm saying. That's some true love right there. Well, the king started on his way, traveling over rocks and valleys and hills and mountains and highways and freeways and all them kind of ways for 7 long years. Okay, so he didn't eat or drink for 7 years. I think he must have broke a promise. A little dramatic, wasn't he? Oh, but he found her not. And he thought she was starved to death and he should not ever see her again. He neither ate nor drank during the whole time of earthly food, but heaven sent him help. At least he arrived to a large forest and found a little cottage with a sign with the words upon it, Everyone who dwelleth here is safe. While he stood reading the words, the maiden in white, well, she just came on out again, took him by his hand and led him to the cottage, saying, My lord the king is welcome, but why is he here? Then he replied, I have been for 7 years traveling across the world, hoping to find my wife and child, but I have not yet succeeded. Can you help me? Sit down, said the angel, and take something to eat and drink first. The king was so tired that he gladly obeyed, for he really wanted to rest, and he really wanted something to eat. Then he laid himself down and slept. The maiden in white covered his face. Then she went into the inner chamber where the queen sat with the little son, whom she had named Painbringer. Are you serious? I'm not lying to y'all. That's what it said, Painbringer. And said to her, seriously? Go out together into the other chamber. Your husband is come. The poor queen went out, but still sorrowfully, for she remembered what the old queen in letters had said. But she knew not that she still loved her. Just as she entered the room, the covering fell from his face. This sounds like some of them other stories. And she told her little son to replace it. The boy went forward and laid the cloth gently over the face of the strange man. But the king heard the noise in his slumber, moved his head as the covering fell again. My child, said the queen, cover your face of thy father. He looked at her in surprise and said, how can I cover my father's face, dear mother? I have no father in this world. You have taught me to pray to our Father which art in heaven, and I thought my father was God. The strange man is not my father. I don't know him. When the king heard the words, he startled up and asked who they were. Then said to the queen, I am your wife, and this is your son, you stupid little man. The king looked at her with surprise. Your face and your voice are the same, he said, but my wife had silver hands, and yours are natural. My hands have mercifully been allowed to grow again, she replied, and he still doubted. The maiden in white entered the room, carrying the silver hands which she shown the king. Then he saw at once that this was indeed his dearest lost wife, stupid king, and his own little son, and embraced him full of joy. Now has a heavy stone fallen from my heart, stupid little man. The maiden prepared a dinner for him, for which they all partook together. After a kind farewell, the king started with his wife and child to return home to the castle, where his mother and all the household received them with great joy. A second marriage feast was prepared, and the happiness of the latter days made amends for all they had suffered through the wicked demon who had caused them so much pain and trouble. The end. Well, that's it. Oh, I hope you called the king that. Get out of my way. Back there, I'm going to put it on the floor. Okay. Well, that was something. I know, don't you hate these stories? Bright light. Oh my God, they are terrible. Look how that dried. Look at that. Look at that glittering. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It looks kind of 3D-ish, don't it? Okay. Well, what is so bad is you can see the parallel where they took these god awful, horrendous, horrible stories and changed them up and made those nice little fairy tales we know today. Actually, I think a couple of fairy tales came out of that story. Okay, well, that's it for me tonight. I am going to take my little butt to bed. That story was 20-something minutes long. God, y'all should be asleep. That was a stupid story. Yeah, but it had a happy ending. Sometimes their stories don't have happy endings. That was a happy ending. They got married again. They had a big old feast, and all their life from that day forward made up for everything that had happened to them before. Okay, I'll see y'all. I might see you at Pam's. I'm gonna go get into bed and see if I can fall asleep. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I should be live tomorrow unless something unforeseen comes about, and I'll post on my community page if that happens. But I should be live tomorrow, and we only have, a couple of these to finish up. And I'll see y'all over at Pam's. If not, I'll see you tomorrow if the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Bye. Love you.